Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Steel City Motovlogs. I'm your host, Derrick T, and as you can see, the Gold Wing is behind me. Okay, so it's not exactly behind me. It's out in the garage. And the reason why I'm not out there in the garage with it is because it's about 20 degrees outside and snowing, and today just wasn't the day to be trying to be tough Tony and be out there in the garage. So I figured I'd put a picture of the Gold Wing in the background here. What I wanted to do today is show you my latest toy, my latest weapon in my motovlogging arsenal, and that is the GoPro Hero 8 Black Media Mod. I told you I was probably going to be going with this just because have been having some trouble with the GoPro adapter, and I wanted to get a different tool for bringing in audio into my content. So I'm going to do an unboxing, and I'm actually going to get it attached to my motovlogging helmet, which I have right here off screen. So, and then we're going to play around with a couple other of my vlogging toys too, and see if I can make sense of having all this stuff and seemingly nothing to do with it. So with that being said, let's hop into the unboxing of the Hero 8 Media Mod. Cool. All right. Alrighty, I'm back. We've unboxed the, can you all see that? Maybe if I turn it around. The Media Mod, and so it's got a few different parts here to it. This is the empty box here. I'm just gonna set that aside, and we're gonna go here. Check it out. So here is our primary unit. I'm doing this, of course, without reading the directions. Whoever wants to do that. Here is the Hero 8 Black right here. And I'm just gonna go on and open it up and slide it into, a couple of things. This door battery cover is going to have to come off. So I'm going to be extremely careful. It just slides right off. But again, thin plastic is thin plastic, so be very careful with these. All right. And even though I use a lithium battery pack, I do have a GoPro battery in there just in case. Let's see if I get a chance to keep that in there or not. We're going to slide the GoPro into the Media Mod and close it up. All right, that was a pretty, it doesn't get much easier than that. And so it also has the new mounting legs here to go to the helmet, along with our famous GoPro mounting screws, hold everything in place. So it has a couple of different slots on it where you can slide some things. I think I have one of these screens somewhere, but I don't believe I would be putting it on there. I think it'd be just too much happening on the front of the helmet. So, and then also on the back there are my jack for microphones and also the USB cables. And so let's move now to the helmet and get everything going there. Here is my motovlogging helmet. So I'll tell you a quick story. I had the GoPro Hero 7, and actually the Hero 7 Black actually used to sit in this. Okay, and the mic adapter would slide right into there. It was a pretty cool setup, and it was a pretty clean setup too. But the Hero 8 Black doesn't fit this case. So I have this case and I like it, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I'm going to come back to what to do with that in a little bit. Here is the Hero 8 Black, and unscrew famous GoPro screw, drop that there. There's 3 of them now, just in case. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I temporarily, for the first couple of videos, I just taped the adapter to the side of the helmet, but this is not a setup that I necessarily am a fan of, but it definitely kept the adapter from hanging around too. So I'm going to get the tape off of here and kind of loose a few of the wires and then rewire them into the media mod. All right, and get the media mod set up on here. So, and then the other thing that I'm thinking about is I got this new media mod and I also have this GoPro adapter. And I'm like, well, now, great. I spent $50 on an item that you can only get for GoPro because, of course, GoPro and Apple want you to use their stuff. So I have this adapter. Don't mind all the sticky stuff from the tape. I don't know, get that cleaned up some kind of way. Yeah, what am I going to do with the GoPro adapter now that I have a media mod and seemingly nothing to do with this? Well, I have this and I have a case, and so I'm going to set that over there with the case, and we'll come back to kind of what to do with that in just a second. Just going to release some of the slack here from my helmet so that we can get a good mount on everything. This, let's see if I can show it to you this way. This USB cable is coming from the battery pack in the back. All right. I have that unplugged for now because I don't want it draining. Actually, that doesn't drain the battery. What it does do is when this is plugged in and I have it sitting where I have it sitting, this wire back here can kind of start bending and doing funny stuff. So whenever I sit it down, I just unplug this so it doesn't flex and put a bunch of pressure on the wire here. But when I'm ready to record, I put that in. All right. Here is on the side, I guess it pulls some more tape off. Thought I had gotten it all. This is my Y splitter rather. All right, because I have 2 microphones that go into my helmet. One of them is right there, right here, and it's nice and snug. And another one is on the ear pad. All right, you won't be able to see it because it's behind all of the padding, but it's back here, bringing me audio from my communications, or if I want to run some music or whatever I'm doing through the Sena 20, which is also still there. All right, so I'm going to go on and put the camera with the media mod on. And get it secured, and then we'll run a couple wires, but there's an early look at what that's going to look like. All right. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take a screw and get the camera mounted on the helmet. All right. Step 1 is complete. So I don't know if you all, yep, there's a good angle. All right, so they're both plugged in there, and just to see if the battery pack cooperates with the GoPro. Oh yeah, it's cooperating. All right, so my GoPro is on and powered up. And if you can see, let me focus that in the camera view very quickly. Okay, so you can see the battery icon on the GoPro screen. You notice it's on charge all the time, which is great. All right, that battery is giving me, on the back of my helmet, is giving me roughly about 46 to 48 hours of recording before it goes dead. And when it goes dead, then the actual GoPro battery itself would take over and go from there. All right. So I have plenty of juice for recording now, which was not the case before. Only thing I want to do now is route some of this. Like I said, I'm gonna tape here and secure my two microphones, and then I'm just going to stuff the USB wire. I'm not going to do any taping there. I'm just going to stuff the USB wire into the helmet. So give me a minute and I'll be right back with you. All right, everybody. So here's the GoPro with the media mod on there. All right. I did put a small piece of tape here to keep the wires, these two wires, the microphone wires, from moving around, and also to offer just a little bit of waterproofing at the point of connection. I'm not very much of a rain rider, but some protection is better than none, I suppose. Both wires, as you can see, are running directly into the media mod. The battery works, and we'll have to get out and do an audio test to make sure that that's working properly as well. One thing that I did do. Excellent. Okay, I was just testing the GoPro Hero. This is the Hero 8 Black, and it does record while it's charging. So what I did was I kept the GoPro battery in the GoPro, and it's also being charged by the battery pack on the back of the helmet. All right. So if for some crazy reason I end up doing 48 straight hours of recording and this battery dies, the battery inside the GoPro will actually run its regular course as well and give me a few extra minutes of juice. And I literally mean minutes, because GoPro Hero batteries are notoriously bad. So that's my media mod situation. That's what it's going to be for now. I may redo the taping here, try to make it look a little bit cleaner, but I'd be very honest with you, I'm not terribly worried about it. And I can't wait to get out and test it, but that's probably not going to happen for several days. Like I said, it's snowing outside here in Pittsburgh, but at the same time, it's supposed to be in the 50s on Sunday and Monday. So maybe we'll get out and get some testing done at that point. All right, so let's move to something else in the meantime. All right, a few other toys in my arsenal here. So again, how do I go about making use out of all this stuff that I bought, and it doesn't end up collecting dust, and it actually can still contribute to creating quality content? All right, I told you already earlier that I did have this that was carrying my Hero 7 Black, and this was what was on the front, along with the media mod that slides right in, I believe, this way. Yeah, it does. All right. I'm not the media mod, the GoPro adapter. And the funny thing is, I actually think this is staying in here better now that it's sticky because of the tape that was on there. It's actually sticking in there better than it was when I had it on the front of my helmet before. So what do I do with these parts that I've paid money for, but seemingly don't have any more use? Well, here's my GoPro Hero 7 Silver. I've been really critical of them, but in a handheld situation, it's not so bad. What if I drop that on there and go with a mic adapter here? Then I can drop the whole thing on my handy dandy handheld gizmo here. All right, I'm gonna drop him on there like so, and grab a GoPro screw and affix it like such. It's not a lug nut on a car, guys, so you don't have to, over tighten it there. You just want to make sure that your GoPro is not going to go anywhere. So here is my new handheld situation and what I can do, which I don't have right now, but I'm going to buy a microphone and I'm going to drop that microphone right here. And then I'll be able to either wear a lapel mic or give it to somebody else if I'm interviewing or anything else like that, and bring a little bit better audio to the videos that I take with the Hero 7 Silver. And again, it's great when I'm just walking around and hand holding it and doing anything handheld off of the bike, because it's not giving me a bunch of exterior noise at that point, like it was when it was on the front of the helmet. So this is how I've recycled some perfectly good GoPro parts that I seemingly don't have any more use for. Because again, you know, the case, not so much. I mean, it might have been about $15 on Amazon. The GoPro mount, the adapter itself was $50. You know, I paid $80 for a media mod. So it's like I have $130 worth of mods to use for recordings. And, you know, I don't want it to just sit and collect dust. So hopefully this is a good setup just for when I'm off the bike. All right. Alrighty, so hey, that's the show for today. I know this was a short one, but I'm pretty excited about the media mod, and I want to get out and test it out. But I don't know if that will happen for another couple of days. So once again, this is Steel City Motovlogs. I'm your host, Derrick T. I use a setup with the GoPro Hero 8 Black and a battery pack on the back of the helmet, 2 microphones with a splitter. So, yeah, 2 microphones with a splitter and a USB going to supply power. So that is my helmet setup, along with the Sena 20S. All right. So that's my setup for motovlogging. Hopefully it helps somebody, and I will see you all on the next video. You all be safe out there.